seen your you silly Billy. What are we doing inside this house?
Dude! We have to call the evil and child-loving Uncle Samsonite at 3 AM. You know what? You know what? Here, I'll do it right now.
Don't fucking call that thing, dude.
Mike, don't get your panties in a twist, dude. He hasn't even said anything yet. Yellow. Senor Balls' boyfriend here. So you're gonna do what to my bunghole? It's been how many times my eye?
Give me your boy pussy.
Here, Yellow, you're like a funny good Marge.
Bah! After such a scary and true story, you must know it's Halloween time. Mike, put spooky things on screen.
Come to my house or else I'll suck your dick at blood.
Whoa, not that scary. Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 Imp. And with it being Halloween time and me being greedy and wanting easy peasy, Senor Queasy content, I decided to start a wonderful tradition. Every October I will make, drumroll please, Pillar Chase 2 guides. And because Pillar Chase 2 is so spooky, you should expect the bare minimum 2 Pillar Chase 2 guides every October season. And if for some reason I don't fulfill this promise, you could either skin me, or I'll just face no consequences and be happy with my life. But with all that being said, I'm Senor Balls, and this is a very green guide, Uncle Samsonite. So scary, Uncle Samsonite. Why did you put little old me in this big scary row?
I'm gonna play with your butt and lick your eyeballs, you petite little goblin. Unless you make the most explainable and amazing guy I've ever seen.
You really mean it, Uncle Samsonite?
No, I'm still gonna do both of those things.
Uncle Samsonite is an ambush killer. Now, Uncle Samsonite relies his abilities a whole lot more than most other killers. Because although he does have a strong M1 doing 50 damage, and it having pretty good range, his lackluster sprint speed and molasses-like walk speed, so you're not going to be hitting people with your M1 outside using abilities, like at all. Now with Uncle Samsonite's M1 doing 50 damage, which is pretty nutty, this means you're going to be two-shotting like 99% of the lobby. Now you'll notice I said 99% of the time, and not 100. Well, a while back, Pillar Chase 2's Survivor upgrades were reworked, changing them from slight buffs with little downsides, to fucking superpowers with no downsides. Uncle Samsonite easily has the worst experience out of like any monster at these. So I'll just talk about my 3 least favourite to deal with on Samsonite real quick so this doesn't really drag on. These upgrades are invincible, which lets you take a hit at the cost of stamina, but since Sam is going to spend most of his stamina getting to you, the downside means nothing. Super Slide lets you slide a bit farther, and by a bit I mean like the whole fucking map. It eliminates any pressure Sam could possibly get with any of his abilities, and guess what? It makes it cost like less stamina or something. It's fucking ridiculous. This should never be in the game. If any map has a slight like hill, let's say hypothetically you're on my world and you're going down the hill, you're getting like 4 times the fucking distance a regular slide would give you. It is such nonsense. No upgrade should ever let you end chase with like what, 80% of the roster by pressing one button at a hill. And this isn't even on most maps. Yeah, my world is good for it, but you can do that on like 1,000,000% of the maps. Because if you're sliding on like a flat surface, you could still get so much distance. It means nothing. It means fucking nothing to the stamina cost. And lastly, Energy Burst, which makes you super duper fast, but you get kinda slow after. Yep, that's it. That's the balance. That's the balancing of the upgrade. You get to go at like what, fucking Wally West speed, and then the downside is, oh, there's a pebble in your shoe, and now you're like -1 speed. You got -1 speed to your max speed, and it goes away in like what, 8 seconds. So if you have any of these upgrades equipped, Sam isn't gonna be able to kill you at all, because none of the downsides mean fucking anything. Now you might be saying, Senor, you keep on bringing up Sam's abilities, but you haven't said jack diddly about them. Well then, let's dive into the abilities like I dive into the ladies, starting with his passive. Yeah. Uncle Samsonite has 3 total abilities, along with the secret one I'll cover after. His first ability is Beat Laydown. This makes Sam start waving his arms up and down while he gets a small, barely noticeable speed boost. Any silly survivors who are close to Sam while he's using this are highlighted to him. Now this move goes through walls and fills up the dance overlay the closer someone is to you, which at times can feel a lot farther than it is. This dance overlay, I'll talk about it later with the passives.
Yeah. Keep dancing for old Sammy.
Sam, I am 8 fucking feet away from you! Samsonite's second ability is Uncle's Wrath. Uncle's Wrath is Samsonite's other way of applying the dance overlay to survivors. He does this by winding up his foot before slamming this down on the ground. This has the same range as Beat Laydown, but instead of speeding Samsonite up, it slows down any survivors and stops them from sprinting for a good old chunk of time. Sam's third ability is Domain Traversal. This sets Sam to a silly little finger wiggle before he poofs away while adding time to the in-game timer. While in Sam's domain, he can't use Beat Laydown or Uncle's Wrath. Also while in Sam's domain, he cannot sprint, but if it's just Sam in his domain and no survivors, he gets a genuinely evil fucking speed boost. He's way too fast. It's an absurd speed. Now, while being in Sam's domain, you'll see doors, like numbered doors. Sam can enter these doors to enter at the corresponding number in the actual trial. If a survivor is dancing, Sam can put them into his domain. This forces the survivor to guess a door back into the real game. But if Sam and the survivor are in the domain at the same time, Sam is set at his walking speed, while the survivor has to manage their stamina pretty well to exit actually. A lot of the time it's just certain death unless they're lucky. Sam's fourth and most deceptive ability is his emote button. Pressing F lets you doodle a dance.
Look at me go. Yeah, look at my jig.
Sam, you just spelunked my asshole.
I can't stop farting!
Oh my god. Guys! Because Samsonite has 3 passives, and because they're so tiny and so small, I'll get to cover them real fast right now. First, we have Dance Overlay. Whenever you use your first or second ability as Sam, and a survivor's in range of these abilities, their screen goes all purple and green until they dance. They only stop dancing when the colours on their screen fade back to being completely normal. When a survivor is dancing, they're like a sitting duck, really. They can't do anything. They're just there. They just stay there dancing. They can't use abilities, can't use nothing. Secondly, if Sam sees any of his numbered doors in the trial and not in his domain, he can enter these to skip using Domain Traversal. Thirdly, if Sam is hovering over someone who's dancing, he gets the option to take them to his domain. This gives XP and lets Sam say a silly voice line.
I'm gonna play with your butt later.
I hate Five Nights at Freddy's, and I hate my fucking son!
Now, if you're knowing what Sam does, you gotta learn how to properly use Sam. Uncle Samsonite, yep. Now, Sam himself is a extremely, very simple killer with little to no skill impression. And the only real tip I can give to you to try and play Sam better is just don't bother with chases at all. Sam is not a chase monster, and that's why his sprint speed is so slow. At the same time, he does get a speed boost from exiting his doors. And that's why he's made for ambushing, really. If you're gonna try and play Sam by chasing people the whole game, you're not gonna do well. You might get a kill or two from people doing objectives and you making them dance, but you're not winning. Especially in Last Man Standing. Which, on that topic, Sam is horrible for Last Man Standing. Don't go into many games thinking you're gonna get a full lobby wipe with Sam, as even if you're just going in from doors and trying to ambush the last survivor, if there's a last survivor, they're only going to be thinking about surviving. They're not going to be near any doors. Another tip I can shove down your throats is that if you have a lot of people dancing in a spot, send at least a few to your domain. Don't just go and M1 them all. If they're in your domain, they can't do objectives. They can't remove time from the timer and you get XP.
Final destination best you like.
Wow, what a beautiful day to be breathing and thriving. Oh, look, a gold coin. Oh boy, today's gotta be my lucky day. Hopefully nothing bad happens.
Happy Halloween, guys. I was in your balls and you just watched one of my green guides. I'd like to give a big thanks to Mickledor for helping with the gag and editing this whole thing. Another big thanks to this Boy Banana Grease guy for voicing Uncle Samsonite. And another big thanks to Farrell Nest for drawing the PNG of little old me. All of them will be in the description. And they're all bigger than me, so I shouldn't even be like bothering with the shout out, because anyone who's watching me has probably already seen them. This means nothing. Please flipping subscribe so I can eat and continue posting more slop like this. Dude, I love posting slop.
What's it like?
Watch me fly.
What?
Swing low, sweet chatty